You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys and gals, if you are a New York Giants fan, your fears from yesterday are confirmed in what can only be described as a disastrous season. This New York Giants season has been an utter and unmitigated, utter failure. It's been a dumpster fire, rolling downhill on a tire fire, as we say a lot on this channel, particularly after this play yesterday, and we'll just take a look, but this couldn't have gone any worse. Here's Daniel Jones right here. He takes off running. Oh, there's the meat, and that right knee right there did a little buckle. It did a little buckle, and here we are right now. An MRI confirmed that the Giants quarterback Daniel Jones tore his ACL versus the Raiders, and they got destroyed by the Raiders, and his season is officially over. The Giants are officially on the clock for a top draft pick. With Jones out for the year and Tyrod Taylor on the IR with a rib injury, the Giants' healthy QBs are undrafted rookie Tommy DeVito and veteran Matt Barkley, who signed last week to the practice squad. The Giants have 3 more games. Wow. At Dallas, at Washington, and versus New England before their bye. It is a disaster. In case you're wondering, it hasn't gone well when Daniel Jones was healthy. He's currently ranked, and they just did update this in the last hour. This is the PFF current quarterback grades in the NFL. And as you can expect, Daniel Jones is rated the number 28th best quarterback in the league. To give you an idea of where he stands, Jimmy Garoppolo is rated currently as a better quarterback in the league. So is Tyrod Taylor, etc. I don't know if some of these guys, like a Jimmy Garoppolo, if he could back channel. There were rumors about Jimmy a couple of years ago. And the Giants, would that be something that where he might want to go to the Raiders and be like, hey, look, I've got a chance to go play for the Giants, release me, yada, yada, yada. You're going to look at Carson Wentz. All I know is this contract, and we're going to talk about it. Jones is in the first year of a 4-year, $160 million contract that is guaranteed through next season. But if the Giants end up picking at the top of the 2024 draft, there is little reason to expect much more than a 2-15 final record at this point. That is what they are expecting, and what they are projecting is a 2-15 record. Then the temptation will be real to draft either USC's Caleb Williams or North Carolina's Drake Maye as Jones' successor. And after what we've seen out of Caleb Williams as of late, I'm not sure that's your dude in light of New York media and all of that pressure. It is no sure thing that Jones would be ready for week 1 next season. He's anyway on a 10-month rehab from a torn ACL. His scrambling play style must be taken into account. Jones initially was injured late in the first quarter Sunday, but tried to shake off the injury. He jogged to the sideline. As soon as he went back into the game, he collapsed as he tried to plant his leg. Both plays were non-contact injuries on a grass field. My God, New York has seen some unbelievably gargantuan, drastic, terrible injuries in their season. Aaron Rodgers, the torn ACL to begin the season, and now Daniel Jones is out. I said before the season, I like Daniel Jones. I just never liked Daniel Jones at a 4-year, $160 million clip. I could not believe the New York Football Giants gave Daniel Jones that contract. I was baffled. Yes, I understand really and truly it kind of plays as a 2-year contract, but nonetheless, I thought it was way too much money. I thought he should have definitely been somewhere below Geno Smith's contract and really closer to something like Jimmy G got for like $23 million a year, somewhere down in that range. And when they gave him a top-of-the-market quarterback contract, I was baffled by that. I could not believe it. I really couldn't. Look, he only threw, I believe 15 passing touchdowns last year, something like that. And I understand he's a dual threat and this and that and the other. Maybe he's a dual threat. Now, you've got to think that part may have been taken away from Daniel Jones's weaponry. And look, if you are the Giants and you are in position, you have to look at drafting a quarterback. There's no other way around it. This is the deepest quarterback draft we have ever seen in NFL history. There's at least 4 first-round quarterbacks many people feel in this draft. Of course, Caleb Williams, even though he's had sort of a drop off the planet the last few games. Of course, the very visual, vivid meltdown after their loss the other night that's got a lot of people. Right, noticed former Indianapolis Colts star Robert Mathis called him out for being soft and said, I do not want him as my franchise quarterback. If I'm still playing in the NFL, he said he's not my trigger man. All right, so you can figure a lot of teams are going to start looking even harder at Drake Maye. You know, if you're a Giants fan, you're like, oh, we could get Caleb Williams. Keep in mind, New York media, if he underperforms, they are going to destroy him. I would just keep that in mind. I know the Giants, there's been Kyler Murray rumors at certain times, and Brian Daboll likes a dual threat quarterback. Bo Nix is another guy you would take a look at. Michael Penix Jr., Drake Maye. All those guys, in theory, could fit the bill for the New York Giants because you got to think they are going to draft a quarterback high in the draft now. That's all there is to it. The season is a disaster. They're 2-7. They're one of the worst teams in football. Wow. Question is now, do Giants fans, and I don't really have a big gauge on this, I like Brian Daboll, all right, but I'm not in New York. Do Giants fans want to keep him? Because I think he's a pretty good coach, but I think it was a terrible decision between him and Joe Shane to have given that contract to Daniel Jones. I just can't fathom why they decided to do that to begin with. That's baffling to me. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.